one email, and it's actually from Dominic, one of my $10 patrons. And it says, "Hi there. I wanted to ask you a question about something. As a fan of animation and TV cartoon series such as Steven Universe, I'm curious about what cartoon franchises, if any, were created by an autistic person. Are there any animated cartoons on television, streaming, or online anywhere in the world created by an autistic?" Thank you for that email. It's actually a really good question. I had to actually look that up, and it wasn't easy to find much information since Google searches mostly brought up lists of autistic characters in cartoons, not autistic cartoon creators. But I did find some. One that actually blew me away was Maxwell Adams, the creator of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It was a Cartoon Network show about an intelligent but cynical and ruthless girl named Mandy, and a complete idiot named Billy, enslaving the Grim Reaper into an unwanted friendship after beating him in a game of limbo. It's a black comedy cartoon that ran from 2001 to 2007, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, it is so funny. The creator, Maxwell Adams, was actually diagnosed as autistic this year. He didn't just make Billy and Mandy, though. He has also written for other shows such as Cow and Chicken, Chowder, and most shockingly to me, is currently a writer, producer, and director for Has Been Hotel, which has its pilot episode out on YouTube. And oh my gosh, check it out. It's awesome. Then there's the creator George Gutierrez, who is a Mexican creator who made El Tigre, The Adventures of Mandy Rivera, sorry, which is a Nickelodeon show that ran from 2007 to 2008. I never watched the show, but I saw it advertised. It's about a 13-year-old boy with a magical belt that turns him into the superhero El Tigre. George was also a co-director and screenwriter for the animated movie The Book of Life, which is very good. Guillermo del Toro, who is my favorite movie director, was another co-director of that movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Then there's Dan Harmon. If you don't know who Dan Harmon is, I'll just say that he's the creator of Rick and Morty. And if you don't know what Rick and Morty is, then I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty big. He's currently self-diagnosed and realized that he realized he was probably autistic while writing for the character Abed for the show Community, who is heavily implied to be autistic. Honestly, yeah, that was another one that shocked me. Apparently, like, dark humor, cartoons are a thing for autistics. The only other one I can think of is Ray Geiger, who was the lead creator designer for the Netflix She-Ra show. Ray had had a lot of input in the writing and development of Entrapta, a canonically autistic character. I'm pretty sure they had a big hand in developing the relationship between Entrapta and Hordak as well. I know that they're a huge Entrapta shipper since for a while they posted Entrapta art on their Patreon. Either way, their contributions to the show and its story are beloved by many autistic fans, including me.
You have no idea the amount of Entrapta art that has passed their computer screen in the last few years since it came out. No idea.
I'm I'm sure some of them do, because they probably have the same amount.
Okay, never mind. You might.
I'm really hoping that more and more autistic people create cartoons, since I'm a fan of animated media as well. Um, I actually wanted to be an animator when I was a kid, but when I realized how incredibly difficult animation is, I decided, nah, I'm good. I'm not sure how much you'll like the shows I've listed. As a fan of Steven Universe, I highly suggest you check out She-Ra if you haven't already. It's a really good show, and Entrapta is just a treasure. Like, oh my gosh, she is a gift upon this world. Thanks again for the email. And if anyone wants to send me a question they'd like me to answer on my live streams, my email is in the description below. And in the chat, yeah, people have been talking about Pablo. So yeah, Pablo. I haven't heard of that one. I'm not really on Netflix much. But yeah, check that one out too.